So, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, enjoy this music a little bit before we start, because today is going to be a little bit important day. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Benin Empire Advancement League, the home of all Benins. Before we start this program, I would like to say thank you, or to send a thank you message to all our fans that has been following us, that has been sharing our messages out there to other people, to other platforms, to the whole world, to know about us, about the Benin Empire Advancement League. We are really, really grateful, and we're happy about that, because a tree cannot make a forest. And also a big thanks to other Benin organizations who has been doing a lot to promote the culture, the heritage of the Benin Empire. Yes, we have achieved a lot, but there's a lot to be done. The reason for this program today is just to thank the Omonobanedu Kuakbolokbolo Oba Eware II. The reason for the thank you message, as you all know, in the past few days, there has been a lot going on in the empire. The return of some of our artifacts that was stolen about many years ago to say the fact. Not just stolen or taken away from us. And all these artifacts, they are not just mere artifacts. This is the great job of our forefathers that they left for us as a book, as the history, as so many other things that beyond the human reasoning. As you know, this is still a lot to be done, that all this artifact that was taken away from Benin, for them to be returned. The Omonoba and some of our people have been doing a great job trying to locate all these artifacts, no matter where they were hidden in the world, to bring them back to Benin. And bringing them back to Benin, there was also obstacle with the governor, and there's some of our Benin people who believe the artifact belongs to the government, and we still state this clear: the artifact belongs to the Benin Empire. It belongs to the palace of the Oba of Benin, to the territory. That's why the Oba of Benin will be doing a lot to build a museum that will occupy all these artifacts that will be stored, so that our people will be coming back to Africa or to Nigeria or to Benin City to view all these artifacts, to learn more from these artifacts, to study them, to know the meaning of all these artifacts, what our ancestors, the message in this artifact from our ancestors to the Beninese. There's a lot we as citizens of the Benin Empire can do in support of the Omonoba Nedu Huakbolopolo Oba Eware II. We can help them with information, try to locate all these artifacts. We know that the artifact that has been taken from Benin with full force is not only in museum. There is a lot of them in the private hand that has been locked up in private houses and private museums and so on. So our job as a Benin citizen is to locate all these artifacts, to make sure we bring them back to the owner, to the land who owns it, the Edo people, all the Beninese. No one should be left behind. Everybody has to be carried along. Yes, and we have seen our Oba dancing and rejoicing about the return of this artifact. And we all are very, very grateful. And we say thank you, a big thanks to the Oba Palace, to those who also work closely to make sure all these artifacts came back to Benin, and also to the federal government of the Federal Republic of Nigeria for their help and their assistance to make sure all these artifacts are located and also brought back to Nigeria, to Benin City. As I said before, as a citizen, this is where the whole Benin Empire, the whole tribes of Benin need to come together, to unite, to make sure all these artifacts come back to Benin, and so that we can study it and know the meaning of all these artifacts, because this is our history, this is our science, this is our chemistry, our physics, and everything that is being in this artifact. We have to know them. And apart from that, today I also want to use this opportunity to thank all the members of the Benin Empire Advancement League for what they have been doing. And yeah, we are very, very happy with this year that is going to end. And I say to everyone, Iselogbe, to every one of us, to all the Benis out there, Egberame Ofumegbe, Igo Omo, Emihia Nayanya here, or as well. What I was trying to say, I wish all the Benis in and out of Nigeria good health, weight, and everything you need to enjoy this life. So I say thank you to all of you for your support. And by next year, the Benin Empire Advancement League is going to start fully operational. The organization is going to start holding meetings, virtual meetings, and physical meetings with all the members of the Benin Empire Advancement League. And we, the Benin Empire Advancement League, we would like to welcome all the Benis to this organization. Whether you are Esan, whether you are Robo, Isoko, Afiema, Ishekiri, yeah, those who know they belong to the part of Ishekiri that belongs to Benin, and to the Kwale, to the Ikas, to the so many Benins we all know that is in the world. We are also going to be welcoming those Nigerians or those Benins who are not in Nigeria, like those in Ghana, in Togo, in the Republic of Benin or Benin Republic. We are going to be welcoming them also, like the Fons, the Ga, the Eves, the all of them. We are going to be welcoming them to this organization. And as a member of this organization, you will enjoy so many benefits. And we are not just only teaching history, we are also involved in economical aspect of our people. Today's podcast is just mainly a Thanksgiving broadcast to the Oba of Benin, to all our members, to all our supporters all over the world. Yes, in the past few months, I met a lot of people who are very, very interested in the history of Africa, in the history of the Benin Empire, in the history of Nigeria, in the history of Ghana, who are very, very interested to know more about the Benin Empire, especially. And we would like to welcome them into our midst to make sure they know where they are and where they came from, especially those in the States and there's some part of Europe or in the continent of maybe North America and South America. We are very, very ready in this organization to make sure you people are not disappointed. So I am still using this opportunity also to go out there to let all the Benis, especially we the Edos, to know that there's a lot to be done in our empire. In the past few years, a lot has changed. Many of you people are now Christians, many are also Muslims, many of us are traditionalists. I believe we are the same people. It's of no only of different religion, but that doesn't or shouldn't stop us from promoting our heritage, from promoting our culture. Because all these artifacts you are seeing, they are not idols. They are not idols. They are the work of our forefathers. Because they did a very, very great job. That is why we are calling them the work of our forefathers. So it's now in our turn, it's now in our own generation to make sure we also do the same so that our children or the new generation that will be coming should also be proud of us. We shouldn't leave the whole issue or the whole job for the palace or the Oba of Benin. He is not the only one that is representing the Benin. You, as a Benin citizen, you are also representing the Benin. You are representing the Benin as a citizen of the Benin Empire. You can showcase your culture, your heritage, support the development of this empire. Because what many people doesn't really know, the Benin Empire does not end in Nigeria. The Benin Empire has a very, very large space from Benin as far as to Togo, to Ghana. Let me just put it that way, to the voter side of the Ghanaians, then the funds, the Ewe, in the Republic of Benin, in Togo, in Sao Tome. There are so many places where the Benis now reside on. So it is time to stretch our hands out to all our brothers living out there, to let them know where they came from. It shouldn't be by force or imposing or through supremacy. We all should come out and stretch our hands to all these people so that they will also feel at home. And those of our brothers who resided in other countries, who are willing to come back home to Africa, to the Benin Empire, we should also find a space for them to come back to the Benin Empire, especially those in America, those in the Caribbean countries, or in the southern part of America, like somewhere like Brazil and others. Those who are willing to come back to Africa, we should also make it possible for them to come back home, because these people, they feel they are in the foreign land. They want to come back home. We should make it possible for them to come back home, because the past few weeks I have been traveling from place to place where the Benin are resided, and my experience, I'm very proud of those people. To say the fact, upon all they went through, these people are still very, very happy people. And they never, the fact is, they know what Africa also went through that period. And they never take it as an offense to say, oh, you sold my people, or this sold my people. They know exactly what happened, that many of them were not sold, especially those who came from the Benin Empire, the Bites of Benin. They know they were not sold, they were forcefully taken away from home. So that is why it's very, very also important for us to stretch our hands out to those people, to welcome them back home, because most of them feel they are not at home where they are now. They want to come back to Africa. And the issue there, many of these people believe they are from Ghana, because they believe their journey started from Ghana, because most of their forefathers went through the port of Ghana to other places. So it is also our duty to make sure we find out where these people came from, and these people themselves, they have been doing a lot to make sure they come back to the empire. So we in this organization is also going to be doing a lot to welcome these people home, to make sure they also feel at home when they came back. As you can see, Ghana already has a large population of these people. And very soon, Ghana will be also having a direct flight from Ghana to all these countries. So I think the federal government of Nigeria should also take the Ghanaians as an example to welcome the Nigerians also back home that were forcefully taken from Africa. Because there's a lot going on between these people. The way our people are being treated, although we Africans, we don't treat ourselves the way it's supposed to be. We should learn how to treat ourselves as human beings, how to respect each other, no matter the language you speak, no matter your history, no matter your culture. This is very, very important for the black race, because nobody stands for the black race. It's only the black people that can always stand for themselves. Because when I listen to some histories and what is going on in so many different countries, we can see how we treat ourselves, how we sell our people out to all these other country or other business people who doesn't have a single respect for Africa. We should learn to know this, because I can tell you, when you live outside Nigeria or outside Africa, you will not know how the world is treating us, unless that country has the population of black people who is up to about 80% or something like that. We have seen this also in our own soil in Africa, especially when you go to South Africa, to Zimbabwe, to Namibia, and all those places. We know a lot happened. We Africans or black people never take revenge of anybody, and we shouldn't do that. We should learn how to live together with other people, with other race, and also to respect each other, to respect our black people, not to be selling out our black people to other race that will be punishing us in the future. Like what is going on between Nigeria and China now. I know China is also doing some good in Africa, but they are not just doing it for nothing. They are also expecting something from this good they are doing. The Europeans who colonized Africa, they never stopped oppressing Africa till this minute I'm talking to you. But many people doesn't know that. When you go to other blacks countries like Haiti, you can see what is going on there. Our people are suffering. When we talk about suffering, they are suffering. And those people, they are in chaos today. Not just because they want to be in chaos. They are suffering today because we let them down. If we have organizations that represent Africans as a whole, that represent the black race, that helped black people out of poverty, out of bad governance, out of economic problems, I think the black people will not suffer in the world. Many people will be thinking, no, I'm talking rubbish. No, I know what I'm talking about, because I've seen a lot in this world to know that the black people will have a very, very big problem. Nigeria should take a leading role in the aspect, because anywhere I go, when I say I'm in Nigeria, people still respect Nigeria. No matter what you read in the newspaper about doping and duping or 419 or all these fraudsters, people still respect Nigeria because they know what Nigeria stands for. They know that Nigeria is is the backbone of Africa, just like the Benin Empire is the backbone of Nigeria, the heart of Nigeria. So we should learn to respect what we have, because in Africa we are not lacking of anything apart from good governance and good citizens who care for each other. Because what is really going on in Africa is a sellout. And we also have this in our own states. In our own state, in Edo State, we are being sold out. People claim what doesn't really belong to them. Edo State is also an oil and gas producing state. We are very, very rich in agriculture. We have so many things that we can use. But because of bad governance, I'm not saying the governor is bad. Please don't misquote me. We have other governors before this present government. So it's very, very important, the Benin, to re-evaluate their economic status, to re-evaluate all the governments we have been having, to learn from our mistakes and what we can do good. Because what the citizens are always saying, the government are corrupt and this and that. And we, the citizen of the Benin Empire, we should learn not to be corrupt. Because if we are corrupt, we are not only harming ourselves, we are also harming our children's children that is coming. So it's very, very important that we build the Benin Empire so that Nigeria, we take an example from there, and all other African continent, we take an example from there. Nigeria is the economic power of Africa. Nigeria is the military power of Africa. Nigeria is the diplomatic power of Africa. All other nations from Africa, most of them depend on Nigeria. None of these countries can compete with Nigeria. So it is our duty as a citizen of that country to do more to promote Nigeria, or to promote the Benin Empire, to make sure our people feel good, to make sure our neighbors also feel good. So I'm going to end this program today. We are still going to be coming back. By next year, we are going to be having a lot of programs. The history program is also going to be coming. Our radio is going to be on live. It's going to be live, where teachings and everything will be heard. So we, as an organization, we would like to welcome all the Benins to this organization. Those who mean well for the Benins are also welcome. And then we would like to welcome all our brothers and sisters who we should like to create a home for ourselves and for our people outside who are suffering. So once again, Omonobane do who are Polopolo Oba Eware the second, Ma Mawawe, Awumina, Numina, Kedera de Awujobo, Nujinedo, Mave Kimari, Economic Inikao, Iniki, Kekive, Ikame, Nokuegba Oge, Edu. Mae Awumina, Nujinedo, Mawe Awumin, Ijobo, Nujinedo. Makume Wew, Obaga Tope, say.